Hey guys, it's Stephanie from the Well-Doing Mama, and today I'm going to show you some of our Christmas traditions and some of the things that I just enjoy doing with the kids for Christmas. I do love Christmas, and I love having fun with the kids and just doing some different things, but they're such fun traditions, so the kids look forward to them each year. And since we have so many kids, the older kids even look forward to things that they remember doing and getting it to do with the little kids. Okay, so some of our Christmas traditions. My first one that I've done since my oldest was little, is Christmas books. And you can see we have quite a variety of Christmas books. This one, Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, is a tradition of my husband's family. And we have the movie. We've already watched it this year. It's one of the first watches of the year. And we have some that are very traditional Christmas books that tell the Christmas story from the Bible. So lots of good little ones that do that. The Night Before Christmas was a family tradition of mine growing up, so we definitely have one of those. We have two books that tell the legend of St. Nicholas for our children. And, The Legend of the Candy Cane. We also have one called The Pine Tree Parable. That is a really good one. Don't have that here with me. Somebody borrowed it. This one is a super fun little rhyming book that repeats over and over so the kids can start kind of reading it with you. 12 Days of Christmas. My kids really like that one because they start to sing with me as we go through it. And then we also have some that are just for fun. So like Snow What Fun. And then the Mater Saves Christmas. Mater was my stepdad's favorite Disney character. So we always love to have things with Mater. And so that one, we had to go search for that the other day because we needed that. And then, the other one that we always remember is Merry Christmas, Curious George. So reading to my kids is one of my favorite activities. So reading Christmas books just fits in naturally with that. And that's mostly the younger kids, but I try to sometimes encourage the older ones to want to listen. And then I showed you Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. We also have movies like Rise of the Guardians. That is a fun one, a good one. I wouldn't say it's fun. There is a little scary part. There's a part that could be scary if you have kids that are easily scared. So possibly preview that if you have kids that are scared. But this is really good with all the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy and the Sandman. So I enjoy that one. And then How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And then we have a whole CD case with, I love the VeggieTale Christmas movies or shows. They're short, so that's nice. If we don't have time to watch a full movie at night, maybe we can just throw in a short little show or even during the day. Then I have my Christmas music. I don't allow Christmas music to be played till after Thanksgiving. Arthur Christmas is another fun one. And these are movies we just watch basically once a year. So it's super, super fun we do have the Star of Bethlehem. If you haven't watched that, it is for older kids or adults, and it talks about following the star and where the star led and the astronomy behind that. Oh, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Fun, fun. Okay, so haven't watched most of those this year, but that is definitely one. Now, we also do like to focus on the real meaning for Christmas, Jesus' birth, which some of our books do. The VeggieTale Christmas shows do. And then I have, this one is from Daily Grace Co. I have not done this one, but I really like it. And it goes through, it is an Advent devotional to do with kids. And I love everything the Daily Grace Co. has put out. So this is really nice. It has verses to read and then a little devotional, a prayer, all that fun stuff. So that is neat. This is the one we are actually reading. If you've not read any of the Jotham's Journey or any of these Advent stories, there's several of them and they interconnect. So the other ones run into Jotham. I think Jotham's Journey is the first one. And then they run into each other. There's one for Easter even. So we are reading it. We are not necessarily reading it how it sets it out to read it. But we have group time at 11 o'clock on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. And so I'm reading 1 to 2 when we sit down for our group time. And it's meant to read one a day, but that doesn't always work for us. And then we are coloring, while I'm reading, they are coloring the names of Jesus ornaments. And I'll show you what we're doing with those in just a second. Let me tell you about Jotham's Journey real quick. It is a fictional story of a boy who is a shepherd, and he has lost his family. And in that process of looking for his family is a very adventurous story. But it's set at the time of Jesus' birth as a shepherd. So you can see kind of the picture in the background. So, and like I said, there's, I think, 3 other ones. And they all intermingle the stories where they meet each other along the stories. One is the wise men traveling. And they're all written from this perspective of a young child. So really fun stories, but very interactive and lead to kind of what it was like to live in that time of Jesus' birth. So we have that. Now the other thing, oh, hold on. I had this I was going to show you. This is a sensory bin I made for, well, I made it mostly for my 3-year-old, but I'm sure my 6-year-old will play in it. Well, last week she even got my 17-year-old to play it with her because 3-year-olds can get 17-year-old brothers to do those things. All this is there's some pine cones and some little fuzzy balls, some plastic ornaments, nothing sharp is on them, a few jingle bells, and that's kind of, and I put it in a box with a lid, and she will sit, and I'll give her bowls. Sometimes she sorts things. Sometimes she uses a spoon to transfer them. Oh, there's some snowflakes in here too. This was all stuff that I had for decorations for tables for an activity event we did. And then I no longer really needed it, so I put it in this box. And so just a fun way for her to play and just have some different sensory things. And she really likes this. She'll take 3 or 4 bowls and sort things out. And she was telling me how I should do it the other day. And then one of the things we like to do as a family is decorate for Christmas. So I'm going to show you a couple of our decorations because it makes me happy. So we have above our fireplace, we have a nativity set that I really, really like. It broke like the first day I bought it, but my husband glued it back together. So I think it's okay. And my daughter did that. And over here, this goes on my table, but my table has stuff on it. So this is kind of, we keep this tray on the table year round, and I change out what we put on it. And then I found these adorable reindeer the other day. I think they're supposed to be ornaments, but we've been setting them on the table because I have a really long table, so it's kind of nice to have things to set out and spread out around the table. Then the other big thing that we've been doing for this, and this is why we've been coloring the names of Jesus, is we made, let me scoot back so you can see the whole thing. Maybe. There we go. We made a Christmas tree out of construction paper. And yes, you could do much fancier ones. I wanted to just get it done that day. Saw one where you did handprints. You cut out everybody's handprints and then put them into the shape of a Christmas tree, which would be so pretty. But this is the one we did. And then we colored the ornaments and then they cut them out. And they've been taping on the names of Jesus ornaments. So they're supposed to be on the tree, not on the door. At Thanksgiving, we did a thankful tree here. And then this time we're doing a Christmas tree. My goal is to do a new one for every season. We will see if that actually happens. So there's just a few of the ideas of what we're doing to celebrate Christmas that are easy. And you can actually get them done. And nothing is complicated. The books obviously can cost money if you don't have them, but you could check your local library. You could ask some friends. I only started with a couple. It's just that I've collected them over 18, 19 years. So now we have quite a big collection as I find them at places. But start with just a few. Let them be your kid's favorite. My kids love this one, which I bought because it has, you can feel the camels and feel the sheep. So just start simple. My encouragement is to start simple with things for your family. Traditions and memories do not have to be huge, extravagant, difficult, stressful times. Simple little things, sitting and reading a book together, sitting and watching a movie. I mean, we all get quite a kick out of my husband saying, it's time to watch Emmett Otter, because he may love it more than some of the rest of us. So we all just get a kick out of him being like, it's time to watch it. And he can quote every line from the movie. Those little things make for the family traditions. From Jotham's Journey, there's a few words or phrases that are said that have stuck around. Even my older kids will now say them. And I don't even know if they remember where they came from. So my encouragement again is just family traditions do not have to be ginormous, stressful things. Just little things that you do that help your family to spend time together, to learn about God, to grow together, and just to be together. Little things add up over time. The other thing we like to do is make Christmas cookies and candies, and maybe I'll get a chance to show you some of those this year. I'm not sure. Haven't made a plan for what we're doing, but that's always a fun time. But again, I like to go overboard, but you don't need to. Simple, simple things. I have to often remind myself, do the easy things. The movies are also a very easy one, especially if you are like a pregnant mom. When I was pregnant, it's like, don't feel like I can do anything else to hang out with these kids. I have 1 December and 2 January birthdays. I was kind of pregnant at the end and really not doing a lot at the end there for Christmas. So sitting and watching some Christmas movies was totally something I could do when I was 9 months pregnant. And that was a good time to have with my kids. And we remember those movies and we laugh about them and joke about them and enjoy watching them together now. So I hope that gives you some good ideas, and let me know if you have any questions or other thoughts. Tell me what your family traditions are. Thanks for joining us today. Please leave a comment if you have something else you'd like me to talk about or you have any questions. Please hit the like button and subscribe to see more videos about what we do.